Hey YouTube, Sergeant Savinelli. I decided to give the Savinelli saxophones a rest this evening, and I busted out one of my custom builds. It's got the round body to it there. This is the one that Pagan Piper actually was nice enough to rebuild for me after I smashed the first mouthpiece. And he did a wonderful job. I did a video on this when I first got it. And I'll tell you, this thing smokes like a dream. I find myself smoking it more and more. Got my freezer screaming in the background over there. Garage video just wouldn't be the same without it, so I leave it on now. Somebody commented on one of my thoughts for the day, or one of my videos, that I should kill the dog. So, before I tell you what I've got in this thing today, today was one of those days when I didn't know what I wanted. Had no clue. I knew I wanted coffee. Got that, no problem. So, I was kind of in a quandary about what I was going to smoke. So I started ripping open tins and tubs and baggies and so forth, and just sticking my beak in there and seeing if something struck my fancy. Well, this stuff struck my fancy, which is not something that I would normally reach for. Not one of my regular go-tos. So tonight I'm smoking Gwith and Hogarth's American Delight. I know. You're out there saying Sarge finally flipped his lid. My lid popped off a long time ago, guys and girls. Matches just fell off his chair onto the ground. Sorry, John. Artful Codger's laughing his head off. Hi, Ben. I decided to do this video as a VR. Well, actually, it's a two-parter. The first part's going to be a VR to carving Piper. I was watching one of his videos the other night, and he had some pretty heartfelt message about the current state of the YouTube pipe community, which I fully get, fully understand it. So, in his video, Jared said that he kind of missed the old days, missed the old YouTube pipe community. I guess when he got in, there was a bunch of presenters and people that that he got used to and used to seeing all the time and used to having daily chats with, or just, commenting, camaraderie and all of that stuff. And he was saying how little by little certain people kind of dropped out of the community, or they didn't show up as often as they used to in the past. And how, life takes over. And it does. Life takes over. I know for myself, doing my daily thoughts for the day, 10, 12 seconds, I do them just about anywhere. I've done them in the car, I've done them on the front stoop, on my way to work, on my way home from work. They don't take very much time to do, so that's easy to fit that in. I can do them on the fly, so to speak. But an actual sit-down video takes time. And with my hectic schedule, time is a a very precious commodity. Time to myself. So for like a video like this, I actually have to set aside time to sit down and be able to do something like this. So I do the best I can. I try to set aside some time and get out here as often as I possibly can. Catching up with videos, that's another story in and of itself. I try to set aside some time to catch up on other people's videos. And, I usually do it in blocks because of the time constraints. So here's my take on that. I can remember a time when people like Matches 860 were out there just about begging people to become pipe presenters, because there was a period of time when I guess it was a low number or a diminished number where there weren't as many as there were at one time. And probably, I don't know, 6 months or so after that is when I jumped in. And I noticed that there was kind of an influx where people were starting to do presentation videos, reviews, shoot the shit videos, that type of thing. So I agree with you, Jared, where everything goes in cycles. Just like life, you have good weeks, you have bad weeks, then you have good weeks again, then you have bad weeks again. Everything seems to revolve in that cycle pattern. Whatever goes around seems to come back around at one point or another. So as far as feeling sad and missing out, I try to look at it this way. I try to take each and every person that I get to talk to or a video, people come in and out of our lives all the time. And I really think that if you take that person or those people and really cherish what it is that they bring to you at the time that they bring it to you, then when they take a hiatus or when they do decide not to do it anymore or whatever, it kind of lessens the blow a little bit. Because as long as you remember them and as long as you cherish the time that you had and what you got off of their input to your life, then they're not really gone. You always carry them with you. They're always in here. So chin up, keep making the videos, and don't let the small stuff get to you. Keep those memories cherished, and they'll be with you, all the time. So the second part of this video is going to be a catch up on all my shout outs. Well, not all of them. I've got tons of them. This is what my catch up in the last week brought to me. First and foremost, we have a new brother in the YouTube pipe community, and we all need to give a very, very warm welcome to Max Wolf Northwest. I got a comment from him, and I had never seen the name before, so of course I had to check out the channel. As of the night that I watched his stuff, he only had 2 videos up, and he was kind of worried about the semantics of how to do the videos and whether they were, whether it was good or it wasn't good, and like we all did when we first started this stuff. So to Max Wolf Northwest, I say, don't worry about that stuff, man. Don't sweat the small stuff. Your videos were great. First impression, Max Wolf Northwest is someone that could sit right on the deck with us, have a pipe, have a coffee, share some snacks, and just shoot the breeze all day, I think. He seems to have that personality. So everybody make sure you check out Max Wolf Northwest and subscribe to his channel. Let's get him going and up and running nice and heavy with the family. Welcome to the family. My second shout out tonight goes out to Doug Owen. Doug piped in with some very good information the other night regarding the difference between a Scottish blend and an English blend. Gave some really, really good information. Things that I didn't know. And Doug's always good for that. Doug's probably the leading foremost authority on the history of pipe tobaccos and piping and, obscure stuff that I never knew. Thanks for the info, Doug. I know that if I got a question, I could always go to Doug and he's got the answer, one way or the other. Pagan Piper from across the pond over in England. What's up, mate? I hope everything's going good, buddy. We haven't seen any videos from you lately, and I hope that's not because something's wrong. I know you've been commenting. You and I have been going back and forth on the comments, but just know that you're in thought, of course, and hope to see a video out soon. LA Pipesmoker. Todd, I don't know where the hell you got that double-decker pipe stand, but man, I'll tell you what, I got to find me one of those things. That thing is awesome. How many pipes does that thing hold? Incredible. And your collection's nice. That's a very nice collection. I was quite impressed. Good videos. Keep up the good work, man. Pipes and Kayaks. Brad, I hope you're feeling better, man. I hope whatever heebie-jeebies you caught there a couple of weeks ago or last week, I hope they're all gone, because listen, brother, springtime is right around the corner, and you know what that means. It's going to be time for a road trip soon. Northwest Pipesmoker. Tom, I'm sorry to hear that your buddy's going through some tough health issues there. It sucks. I think there isn't any of us out here that hasn't been affected by that demon that we know as cancer. I know I lost quite a few family members over the years and some very dear friends. So you're in our thoughts, your friends in our thoughts, and I hope all goes well for him. All right, and last but not least, certainly not least, Muttonchop Piper. Haven't seen a thing from Chris in a long time. It was good to catch up. He just put out a video about filter versus non-filter. If you get a chance, check out that video. Some pretty good stuff. If you're kind of on the fence, I'm not on the fence. First thing I do when I get a new pipe is rip that filter out and throw it in the garbage. I find that I have more of a smoking enjoyment and I get the most out of my tobacco without the filter. Yeah, I go through a ton of pipe cleaners, but who cares? You know what? It's all about the taste. If it's not here, then... And for me, with the filter, it loses it. That's just my personal thing. But check out Muttonchop Piper's video. It was really, really good. I enjoyed it. Listen, this American Delight is starting to grow on me. I know, crazy. I don't smoke aromatics normally, but this one was really well done. And I think having burley in it kind of makes it for me. Very, very light on the vanilla and caramel top note. So that makes it also pretty tolerable. So that's it for me. I'm going to go finish this bowl, maybe have another one, maybe not. We'll see how I feel. And I want to thank you all so very, very much for joining me. Keep the faith, and we'll see you on the next one.